The Ficci Higher Education Awards is an excellent platform for institutions to showcase the outstanding work that they have done in the area of higher education. I am privileged to be a part of the jury with several distinguished colleagues in it. We've seen some outstanding presentations during this year, and on the basis of what I've seen, I'm extremely hopeful that the higher education scenario in India will be much better than it is at this point of time. There is reason for optimism, there is reason for hope. I was very happy to see many of the presentations, and I believe on the basis of what I've seen, higher education is poised for great things in India.
The essential idea is that higher education is an important sector, and there are a whole lot of institutions and individuals who are doing their best, trying to do things in a different manner, trying to bring in excellence in their own way. They have their own philosophy and the vision. They also have certain kinds of frameworks within which they operate. So the essential idea of these awards are to recognize those individuals and students who have been able to make a difference in the higher education scenario. It is with this intention that the Ficci has introduced these awards. Every year they invite proposals from different universities and institutions. They constitute juries comprising of eminent people, and their role is to very objectively go through those proposals, listen to the presentations, and then identify those institutions which have been making difference on this scenario. Also, the idea is that this way you encourage innovation and excellence in the higher education sector. So on the one hand, you are recognizing what they have achieved. On the other hand, you are encouraging others to follow and to come up with best innovative.
I think the Ficci Awards are very prestigious things, and the kind of stuff that this is going to encourage will only add to the reputation of the award, the kind of entities which are getting rewarded, and the kind of work they are doing and the social impact they are making. And the impact of these initiatives, both in terms of inspiring peers to follow those, I think the awards will encourage some of those.
I compliment Ficci for very successfully conducting the Higher Education Awards for the third time in a row. I'm particularly impressed with the whole process, the way the awards have been institutionalized and how they have progressed over the years, the whole process which has been followed, which has genuinely built a sense of competitive spirit and the pursuit for excellence among the institutions. It's so heartening to see that you have a combination of some legacy institutions which have been around for several years, celebrated institutions, and also some very new institutions who have just come up a few years back but don't want to lag behind in excellence and recognitions. So compliments to Ficci. This is one way of improving the quality and moving towards excellence in higher education in the country.
It's an astounding day today. Spending time with the jury members as a part of the jury to look at the applicants and listen to them at the Education Awards. It is a great honor for me to be a part of the jury, and it is even greater delight for me to listen to individual institutions talk about the outstanding work that they have been doing, the excellent work that they have been doing over the last year and over the many years before that. India has almost 1,000 universities spread across central institutions, state institutions, private institutions, and it is actually quite revealing when we actually sit down and look at the kind of work that's being done by universities, especially as a part of an award program that has been meticulously structured and well researched and supported, and with assistance to universities to make sure their applications are thorough and complete, especially as a part of that to see the kind of work that our institutions are doing, augurs very well for a wonderful India tomorrow.
The number of awards have increased, the number of competitors have increased, and I should think the quality of the presentation and the meticulous way in which the procedure has been followed to be able to make it as objective and acceptable for everybody is a great thing compared to many other awards. The Ficci award is quickly getting popularity in the academic world. I am happy to be associated with this program.
It has evolved into something very meticulous across the years. In fact, the number of response that Ficcis are receiving for each of the categories and the quality of participation. In the beginning, we had firstly normal universities applying. Today, we have the topmost rated universities of the country, including the IITs, NITs, top universities participating. That is the benchmark to clarify and confirm that the quality is of very high nature. This firstly is one of the benchmarks within the country going to be, because in any award, when it is not that you will be selecting, you will invite people to participate. Somebody taking pains to participate is an indication they value. So it has now become a valuable award within the country. And we've also seen the kind of pre-work done by the partners Ernst & Young and the Ficci team in doing the initial part of assimilation of data, analysis of data, and then negation and shortlisting done, and the first level of main jury work done, so that the grand jury can take the final call. I would say as a process and also as an award, it is now evolved into a respectable and possibly going to be evolving as most coveted within the country.
These awards, unlike rating schemes, are a good thing to do for a different reason. Rating sort of rates everyone. Awards are supposed to identify some universities which are excelling in some dimension, and the good thing is the Ficci awards have multiple dimensions. They are looking at different categories, and to that extent highlighting one university or two universities in each category is a good thing. It encourages the university, it brings about something, so it's a good award to have and complements the rating systems.
Ficci has been focusing on higher education for the last 12 to 13 years, and it has been one of the first industry chambers to actually look at higher education and do research in higher education to give suggestions and recommendations to the government. Platform which has been now recognized globally to attract thought leaders, academics, industry, policymakers to come and share their views and give thought leadership to the ideas that will improve higher education not just in India but all around the world. Ficci has started the Higher Education Excellence Awards 3 years back, and the whole idea was that while we are pursuing the reforms in regulatory framework and policy, can we recognize the good practices that are happening around the country and felicitate those institutions and individuals. I must say that over the last 3 years, the application quality has improved. The word is spread around and the higher education sector looks at the Ficci Higher Education Excellence Award as one of the benchmarks for their achievements, and that is something extremely satisfying for us in Ficci.